cinematic comics, I guess, because we're going to be talking today about one very important thing, and that is Marvel's panels. So basically, we know now a bit more about Phase 5 and Phase 6, which one is pretty freaking awesome. And two, I gotta say, maybe people finally, you know, shut up about where's Marvel going? This seems so directionless. Because most people, a lot of people knew, but that's okay. Anywho, here we go. Hey there, William. The San Diego Comic Con is going on right now, and in Hall H, as always, Marvel had their big, big announcements. We got to see some trailers. I wasn't there. I wish I was. They dropped some trailers for some shows and some films. We got to see the announcements for Phase 5 and for part of Phase 6 as well. And we got a lot of clarification on exactly where Marvel is going in the future. There's been a lot of people that, either they don't read comics or they don't, or maybe the movies are just their thing, or we're kind of confused. Because in the original, the Avengers, people knew that Marvel was going up towards the Avengers, and people knew that things were going up towards Thanos. But things weren't as, pretty much cut and dry clear for a lot of people here. Now, if you've been reading the comics, then you knew that this was going up towards Hickman's Secret War. It's pretty obvious, actually. But the announcements we got made so far are, let's just look at Phase 4. So, coming out in Phase 4 are, I'm looking over here at my cheat sheet, because my memory is not that good for all these names, especially since they changed the name of a couple ones, including the Agatha Harkness series. The name has been changed on that. So we got Ant-Man Quantumanium. We have Secret Invasion, which is a TV series. We have Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. We have the series Echo, which I'm very excited about because I really, really liked Echo and the character in Hawkman and in Hawkeye. In Hawkeye, I actually really like the character in the comic too. Anyway, we're getting Loki Season 2. We're getting the Marvels, which is the one that I'm really down for because I'm a huge Marvel fan. We're getting Blade, which should be awesome, especially considering the actor that we got playing Blade. We're getting Ironheart as well, so we're going to have Ironheart in there. Agatha, what did they change the title to? Let me just check. Coven of Chaos. I think it was like House of Harkness before, but it's been changed to Coven of Chaos. So using the same initials as Call of Comics and Call of Cinema, so there you go, right? You know it's going to be good. Also, it's Agatha Harkness. I'm sorry. That's like the actress that plays Agatha Harkness is one of my biggest crushes, so of course. We get Captain America New World Order, so we're getting Sam Wilson's first outing as Captain America. I'm thinking that we're probably looking at a kind of a combo of the Rick Remender, Nick Spencer run on Captain America for this here. And I say loosely. And I'll get into that a little bit later when I talk about Wakanda Forever. And we got Daredevil here as well, and Daredevil Born Again. But the big news about Daredevil is this. Whereas we've been watching most of these Disney Plus shows, we being me and my family here, normally they run from 6 to 8 episodes. Usually in 6 episodes, right? But the Daredevil series is getting a run of 18 episodes. So, that's like a full-length, old school series type of thing. So that is going to be pretty awesome. I'm really looking forward to that. Charlie Cox is back as, of course, Daredevil. We've already seen him, of course, in Spider-Man. And Vincent D'Onofrio is going to be back again as Kingpin. I'm pretty sure they're going to be pretty much have the same casting as he had in the original series, and although I heard we may see a new Elektra, and I'm okay with that. I like the girl that played Elektra in the films, but and in the series, but it's been rumored that there's gonna be another Elektra. So overall, we got a lot of information come out. Wakanda Forever trailer looks epic. It looks like an epic film. And I have liked pretty much. I've liked all the stuff that's come out with varying degrees for Phase Four. Uh, but this is the first film that we're seeing that looks to be on that epic scale. When you think of like the Marvel epics, like the Endgames, Infinity War, and the Endgames and stuff like that, the Age of Ultrons, there's an epic scale that you get to some of them when they ramped it up enough, and you see this like big epic scale. Wakanda Forever looks to have that big epic scale. We got to see a good look at Namor and the Atlanteans on here. We got a hint of Shuri as Black Panther right at the end, and that was pretty cool. Some people are asking, are they going to go the way of the comic books and have like Shuri become Black Panther, and then like have her rejected as the Black Panther, and then have T'Challa kind of come back? Well, Chadwick Boseman has unfortunately passed away. I don't think they're going to recast the role. I think that eventually, I think Shuri is going to be Black Panther for the forthcoming future, and after, you know, I guess when his baby grows up, then that'll be the next one that takes on the mantle of the Black Panther after Shuri. I'm very intrigued by the Wakanda Forever. I think out of everything, this looks the best, as in like the most epic scale. I can't see anybody complaining about anything in the Wakanda trailer. There was a few people that really got, there's always gonna be those comments, right? Anyway, let's ignore those comments, because those are the same people that, like, when they see like a girl with a comic book T-shirt on, they they go in and and they start questioning them to see if like they really know the comics or not, and really fuck those guys. If you're one of those guys, you're a douchebag. Are they using the Aztec? It looks like they are. I mean, it looks like we're getting kind of like an Aztec style Mayan, probably Aztec, for Namor. It's a really, they've gone in a different direction. I'm kind of glad they have, because this is definitely Namor. Like, this is Namor, like, through and through. Are they going to do a different type of like thing, rather than like the way the Lanterns are done in Aquaman? Yeah, definitely, and partially probably on purpose. Namor for me is a much. I'm going to say it. My better half's going to hate this, because she's a huge Aquaman fan. But Namor is a more interesting character than Aquaman. Namor really does have that royal, like, pomp and circumstance type of feel to him. He, whenever you see a character that like skirts the edge between good and bad, that's Namor. Namor can be an out and out bad guy and change his mind for very selfish reasons and become a good guy for a while. But that's the character Namor. That's the way the character Namor has always been from the very first comic that he's been in. I think we're going to get they casted well with Namor, so we're going to get a really kind of, he's going to be a more vicious Namor. I think we're going to get a bit of a darker Namor. I don't think they're going to maybe make him out and out all bad. I do think that Namor is going to be the reason that T'Challa is dead, though. I think that might be something that we do see, and so it's going to be hard coming back from that. But that's going to be a big thing there. We got to see a full extended trailer of She-Hulk Attorney at Law, and oh my God, it is glorious. So any misconceptions or misgivings that people had with the original CGI and the original like aspects of the She-Hulk trailer are definitely pushed aside for this one right here. It looks amazing, and if you were a reader of the John Byrne era of She-Hulk, or maybe read the Dan Slott, or not so much the Peter Dave one. Peter Dave was more like when she was a bounty hunter. So we're not getting to that territory yet. But it's definitely like the John Byrne. We see her breaking the fourth wall, because She-Hulk was breaking the fourth wall long before Deadpool ever really even existed to do that. So we're getting like a lot of really cool stuff this time. And of course, the announced for Phase 6, we know that that Fantastic Four is going to be the first movie in Phase 6. And I am so excited and stoked to see that coming as well. Why did it get pushed to Phase 6 and not Phase 5? I'm guessing because they lost John Watts, the director on Fantastic Four, and they probably had to push it back a little bit. But I think we're going to get to see some teases of X-Men characters and maybe some Fantastic Four stuff in between some of these films here. I would not at all be surprised to see Storm pop up in a cameo in Black Panther near at the end, since her tribe, where she's kind of like the, where they worship her, is just outside of Wakanda. So that is definitely a possibility there. I'm super stoked and excited to see where it's going. And we know now that there are two Avengers movies coming in the end of Phase 6. And we also know that the Thunderbolts are coming in Phase 6 as well. So what are we getting for those that have not read the comics? Remember, when Marvel takes from the comics, the MCU takes from, they don't directly take from the comics. They take basic plot lines and concepts from the comics. So when somebody says, well, this was in the comics, and then somebody will come back and say, well, it wasn't exactly like that. Well, no, it's not exactly like that because they're different mediums. And a comic is something you read on a monthly basis. So you come back, a film's got 2.5, sometimes 3 hours to like do a concept, and sometimes you can push it over 2 to 3 films. The good thing about the Marvel Cinematic Universe is that they can kind of connect and interconnect some of the films together to move towards like a certain specific narrative, like we're going to be doing with Secret War. Now, the first thing to get is this is probably going to be going towards the Phase 6 is going to hit towards Secret War. So if you've never read Jonathan Hickman's Secret Wars, it won't be exactly like that, but it'll be similar to that, which of course is different than Secret Invasion. Don't get us confused. Secret Invasion is the Skrull thing, and we're getting a TV series about that. But it looks to be really exciting. I think finally, after waiting for a while, and things happened that slowed things down and people were home for a bit, we have a good idea and concept of exactly where Marvel is going with the next two phases. So welcome to the multiverse. Hope you like your stay. It's going to be around for a while. And that multiversal war, that Secret War is coming up, and it is going to be epic. They're introducing newer characters. We're getting to see tributes to people like Chadwick Boseman's T'Challa in Black Panther. And there was a question that was asked by me a couple times, well, not by me, to me, was why didn't he just like recast the character of T'Challa after Boseman? Because he did it in in the TV series Spartacus, stuff like that. Again, it's a TV series that's going to be going on a long-term basis. They have time to recast and just reset. When it's a film, and Boseman was so well regarded and well loved in that role, I think that even if they do want to recast down the road, now's not the time. It's only been 2 years since Chadwick Boseman has passed. And people say, well, it's been 2 years. Well, yeah, it's been 2 friggin' years, and there's been no movie in between. So we're getting a movie that's really going to honor the legacy of the character of T'Challa and the actor, Chadwick Boseman. So and I think that's needed. I think that's respectful. It's needed. And do I think that Killmonger is going to be the next Black Panther? No, I think that's silly. I mean, Killmonger died. And I know that we're welcome to the multiverse. We can have a Killmonger come from another universe, but I don't think we're going to do that right now. I think we're going to go the Shuri route. I don't think that they're going to go with the route where Shuri basically she becomes Black Panther for a while, and then gets rejected by the Panther God, and has to give up the mantle because T'Challa comes back. We're not going to. I don't think we're going to see that. The narrative doesn't work. Because the actor that did play T'Challa has passed away. They're not going to do this. Isn't a soap opera. They're not going to put him in his face bandage up and then come out like as Jack Coleman or something like that. Dynasty reference for those that don't know. But what we're going to do is we get Shuri and I think Shuri's a good choice. So it'll be interesting to see how she does it. And this is the cool thing about when when we lose one hero, because in the comic books, one of the things I think is a sticking point for comics is they can't go on. They don't go on. So am I. Just so you know, so am I. But I don't think that's what they're going with. But at the end of the day, that does happen. But what was I saying? So yeah, so I think this is the probably the best route that they can take when it comes to these characters. I'm excited to see what happens in these films. I'm excited to see them get to Secret Wars because I like that. I mean, I'm because John Tank was a damn good writer. I'm extremely excited to see them do Wakanda Forever. I'm excited to see the new Black Panther. I got a feeling I'm going to be a bit choked up. A lot of people watching. Did you watch any of the trailer reactions for Wakanda Forever? Because I watched a bunch of them, and there was a lot of like there was a lot of like, oh, there's something in my eye during the Black Panther Wakanda Forever trailer. I got to see a lot of that, and from some people online, I didn't expect to see it from, and that's what made me happy. That's what warmed my heart, is that we got to see that, and realize that like this is a character, oh my God, that means so much to so many people, and this is an actor that meant so much to so many people. He just he came in much in the way that Chris Reeve came in and did Superman, and he just embodied the role. We're getting that with the Marvel Plus series of Miss Marvel, by the way. If you haven't seen it, it's a great show, and the actress literally embodies the role of Miss Marvel. She pretty much looks and acts exactly like if Miss Marvel jumped out of the freaking comic book. And then people go on like when they talk when I talk about the series, they'll say, "Well, wasn't she supposed to be an Inhuman? Didn't they did they mess it up by changing her storyline?" My answer to that is no. The course corrected it. That's one of the neat things you can do in a movie that you can't always do in a comic book. So, for those that don't know, in the comics, the Inhumans became this big deal, and there was this what was it called? This stuff that was put out in the air, and it will like unlock your latent Inhuman abilities. If people unlocking their latent abilities seems slightly familiar to you because you've read X-Men comic books or saw the X-Men films, yes, that's on purpose. So basically, what it was is that at the time, Fox owned the rights to the X-Men. So Marvel, in their infinite pettiness, mind you, decided that they weren't going to make the mutants so much a thing anymore. The Inhumans are going to be like the new version of the mutants. So for a short period of time, until they got the rights back, really, the Inhumans were pushed. Like they were really pushed to be like the next, be the next big X-Men thing. And that's why Miss Marvel, at the last minute apparently, was changed from being, hey Joel, welcome, from being a mutant, which she was supposed to be in the comic books, to an Inhuman, because they really wanted to push the Inhumans, and it worked for them at the time because Miss Marvel was, came out what's it, 8 years ago now, the newest Miss Marvel, uh, and became one of the most popular characters like to come out of the Marvel universe in years. Like Miss Marvel changed. Would it be okay if they had T'Challa in CGI form? What do you mean? Do you mean like I think they're gonna have to for like a at the beginning of the film. Like he's gonna have to unless they kill him off screen, which would be my preferred way to do it. Then then we're gonna see T'Challa or maybe somebody in T'Challa's suit die, and we're gonna see like the thing. I think basically what's gonna happen is we're gonna see like this is all my guess is right here. We're gonna see Namor and the Atlanteans come and they're going to take on Wakanda. They're going to win, and T'Challa is going to fall in battle at the beginning of the film, and we're going to see the pieces being picked up, and Shuri eventually becoming, you know, becoming Black Panther. Maybe much like Sam Wilson did it, like not wanting to take on the role at first because of the fact that it's such it's such an iconic thing to put yourself into. And people wonder, like, can he change Black Panther? Well, yes. Black Panther, the way that the character was created is much in the same with the Billy Fox used to do the Panther, the Phantom. So the Phantom is this character that seemed to be like forever in in the comic strip. Seemed to be like he would never age type thing. Like just the Phantom's always young, and but the idea behind the Phantoms was a mantle. It was passed down from father to son to from person to person, right? So Black Panther is much like that. It is a mantle that's passed down. T'Chaka was the Black Panther before T'Challa. We got to see him and his death, and we are going to get to see the fall of T'Challa. It's it's gonna be claiming it's gonna be emotional. Like I think no matter who you are and what your take on it is, unless you really didn't like Black Panther, and if you didn't like that's there's people out there like that with no souls. No, everybody likes what they like, but if it's gonna be emotional, it's gonna be something that people are gonna be like, okay, that just happened. It's yeah, it makes me emotional just thinking about it. Anyway, I have relatives. My Marshala Ali, he does. He's going to be amazing as Blade. It is so freaky that not long ago he was the villain in Luke Cage, and I'll be honest with you, one of the best damn parts of Luke Cage was his character. Oh my God, because the second half of the Luke Cage series, well, when they brought in like the super powered villain, not so not so good. That's why I was glad when Luke Cage season 2 came out and they really course corrected and uh, and went with what worked, as opposed to this big superpowered villain at the end of Luke Cage season 1, which didn't work at all. I think eventually we're going to see all the people that were in the Netflix shows back in, if they want to come back to the characters that they played in the shows. I really expect if I know he's got a new TV series, but if it's at all possible to get the guy that played Luke Cage back as Luke Cage, he literally looks like Luke Cage jumping off There's another one. Looks like Luke Cage jumping right out of the comic book. So it'll be interesting to see that. We know Charlie Cox is back. There's rumors that Kristen Ritter's back. Kristen Ritter made the perfect character, perfect actress for that role as well. Makes a return as 18 episodes. So, see, epic things happen in 18 episodes, Joel. All right. So anyway, my name is Aaron. I have family coming to visiting me today, so I got to go get ready for that. I'm wearing my jazzy, very loud parody shirt. But I'll see you here again soon. I want to thank you guys for coming in. Please hit that like button on the way out. It does a lot for the channel, and it lets me know that you appreciate that I come on here even in the hottest of weather. Comic-Con for me is a bucket list too, man. One of these days, hopefully I will get to San Diego Comic-Con. I'll settle for Toronto Comic-Con at this point. But I would love to go to San Diego Comic-Con. It's a dream of mine. It's on my bucket list. It's probably one of the things on one of the only things on my bucket list right now that I haven't checked off. So there you go. My name is Aaron. Thank you for watching, and I will see you soon right here again in the cult.